Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing well. This is Jane Phillips Football Chats. This is the Carabao Cup final preview, Liverpool versus Chelsea. We've got quite a bit to talk about in this video. Obviously, we've got this cup final to talk about, and then I haven't done my Leeds and Liverpool review yet, so we'll look at that as well. A little bit to talk about today, guys. So I hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's doing good, guys. Don't forget to please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, all the good stuff, guys. And yes, just get on with it, shall we? Let's get on with it. As you know, it's Liverpool Football Club versus Chelsea at Wembley tomorrow. I think it's a 4:30 kickoff, is it? 4:30 kickoff at Wembley, Sunday, sorry. Liverpool versus Chelsea. It's going to be a good game. I'm really looking forward to this. It's Liverpool's first domestic cup final since 2015, I believe. In Klopp's first season when we got to the League Cup final and lost to Manchester City. So it's our first cup final since then domestically. And it's one I want to win. We need Jurgen Klopp to start getting more trophies for his cabinet because, let's face it, Liverpool are not, we won the league, won the Premier League, World Club Championships, Super Cups and all that. That's all good, but we need to start picking up domestic silverware. A bit like Man City do, picking up the FA Cup, League Cups, going on with other titles. So we need to start picking up these trophies and, in this era we're in at the moment, as I say, I believe we're like first or second best team in Europe at the moment with Manchester City. We've got to start winning more trophies for me. This League Cup final is really important, especially for the rest of our season. Winning this trophy on Sunday with the momentum we've got going at the moment, we might start to feel a bit unstoppable. So it's so important, really important for me that we win this game. It's going to be such a difficult game, though. Chelsea are probably the worst team to play in the final. Apart from probably playing Manchester City, Chelsea are probably the worst team you could get to play in the final of any cup. It's going to be a difficult game. It's going to be a hard game. As you know, Chelsea are a pragmatic side. They'll defend well. They'll be hard to beat. They'll try and use their counter. It's going to be a real difficult game. Hi, John. How are you? Hi, Jeremy. I hope you're well, mate. I am good. So stick around, guys, because I am going to open the phone lines. You guys can call in and, you can have your shout out. So stay in the comments, guys. Get involved in the comments. And in a little bit, I'll open the phone lines up and you lot call in. We'll get you on the show. You give your points and views of this cup final coming up, guys. So stay with us. Evening, Alan. Good evening, Jamie. How are you, mate? Alan, I am fantastic. Thank you for asking. Chris in the house. Evening, mate. Hope you're well. I'm good. Jack Mack. What a great YouTuber this man is. Go and subscribe to him if you ain't already, guys. Absolute fantastic YouTuber. I'm becoming a good friend of us as well here at the channel as well. Great bloke. Hey, mate, just finished my show. I'll jump on if I can. Yes, I'll put the links up in a sec, guys. This cup final, it's going to be, as John says, biggest game of the season so far. Second biggest game of the season after Wednesday's game for me. Wednesday's game was absolutely huge in context for the league. But Chris with the Chris coming with violence yet again. It's going to be massive, Jack. It's going to be massive. I can't wait for it. I'm looking forward to it. In fact, guys, let's just get people involved, because this is going to be a big game Sunday, and I want everyone's opinion on it, where this game can be won, and I want everyone's opinion on it. So the link's up there, guys. If you want to come in. Let's all talk about it, because I say it's a massive game this Sunday. As John says, it's our biggest game. Now with Wednesday's game out of the way, with great result on Wednesday, obviously against Leeds United, smashing the crap out of them 6-0. As Jack said on his channel, could have been 9 quite easily. So now we've got that out of the way. This cup final coming up on Sunday is huge, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be massive. But as I say, Chelsea are the one team, probably apart from Man City, I wouldn't want in a final. You know, they're going to be hard to beat, man. They're going to be hard to beat. They're going to be very pragmatic. They're going to defend really well. They're going to make it really difficult for us. They're going to try and stop our attack as best they can, because our attack, you know, is the best. Is the best in the. For me, it's the best in Europe. I don't think there's a better attack in Europe than Liverpool's attack. I mean, we've got 70 goals in the Premier League, the hardest league in the world. Firing in the Champions League, in the cup final. You know, it's the best. It's the best. Obviously, we heard today Jota and Firmino won't be in the final. Jota close, but you know, there's no point. There's no point putting Jota in and just getting him re-injured for this game. We've got a long old season left to go yet. 12 league games, a lot of Champions League, a lot of FA Cup, lot of stuff coming up, guys. So, yeah, as I say, Diaz, Salah, and Mane, we probably will be the front three. We'll get to all the team news and team selection in a bit. But yeah, that's huge. That front three is, I mean, as good as you're going to get at this moment in time. I mean, you see Diaz is just settled into Liverpool. As I say, like, he's been here a season or two. His link-up play at the moment in time with Robbo on that left-hand side is fantastic. You know, Robbo's link-up play with Mane is world-class. And it just looks like it's following on with Diaz on the left-hand side. It just shows you get world-class players playing with each other. They don't need time to settle in. They just hit the ground running straight away. And you're seeing that at the moment with Luis Diaz on that left-hand side. I just love the link play he's having with Robbo on that left-hand side at the moment. It's fantastic. You know, Salah and Trent, they've got their amazing link-up play on the right-hand side. You know, and then Mane will probably go through the middle. But the good thing about our front three, it can interchange quite a lot. As we've seen against Leeds, Diaz went through the middle sometimes. Mane went off the left. And Salah, he drifts everywhere. Also comes a lot deeper now, Salah. Gets hold of the ball. He wants to be involved in everything. His all-round game now is absolutely fantastic. His all-round gameplay is out this world for a forward. He's attacking, he's drive, his intent with the ball all the time. He's always on the front foot. And then he's passing. His passing has got so much better since he joined the club. You know, his assists now are ridiculously good. I mean, I think he's up to 10 assists now this season with 19 league goals. Outrageous. You know, and he's assisted proper assists as well. These ain't assists that are like, you know, a 1 yard pass and someone smacks it in this kind of assist. These assists are immaculate. And also, he's got that pass before the assist, a bit like for Mane's goal, for the fifth goal against Leeds the other night, when Salah came deep, got the ball, lovely turn, and his pass to Henderson was absolutely first class. And then Henderson's ball across to Mane was first class as well. So he's got that in his locker as well, Salah. And if it is Alonso starting for Chelsea as their wing back on that left-hand side, yeah, they're in for. He's tormented him already this season. Obviously, a game against Chelsea when we were 2-0 up. I don't think we was in the best of form then either. We still had players in and out of injury. We were 2-0 up in that game. And obviously, Chelsea came back to make it 2-2. Kovacic with a world-class strike. So let's bring the man in. Jack McAllister, how are you, fella?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Thank you for having me on. Just finished the show there. But yeah, spot on, that. I can't wait. I'm hoping we can get the result over the line. But as me and you spoke over the last couple of weeks, and all the Reds, we've got enough quality in our squad to win the game.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was just going through there, that front three that will probably play now after Klopp saying Jota and Firmino are not going to make it. So that front three is tasty. And as I said with Diaz link up play with Robbo already is just world class. And I'm saying, world class players, when they all play together, they don't need time to settle. They just link straight away. I remember when a few years back now, when Torres came to the club, and Torres and Gerrard's linking straight away from day dot without working on it was just quality. And it's game with Diaz already.
Yeah, 100%, mate. I think Klopp was at this week, and he as well in his interview. He's taken to the league, and obviously the pressing wise, he's played against us a couple of times with Porto, got absolutely slapped up. But I think it was Klopp was saying is Jenna pressing, or the pressing in terms of his understanding of football, in terms of what is expected of a Liverpool player. just the intelligence. That shows it's a high intelligence in terms of coming into the system and obviously not understanding English fully, but obviously he's picked up a couple of words in here and there. But the fact that he's hit the ground running, as you said there, mate, top of the show, it's remarkable. And the elite level players, as you said, they don't even need to speak English. They understand on a football pitch they're going about. But if he does start, I'm pretty sure he will do on Sunday. He'll absolutely run Chelsea ragged and obviously coming up against Rudiger down that left-hand side. I think he will pose the German a lot of questions and hopefully I think all three attack which we'll speak about tonight, mate, will have a massive say.
Oh yeah, massive, mate, massive. Let's just get some of these comments. Chris coming with his violence. The average YouTuber arrives. Look at that. Chris coming with violence.
Chris has stopped watching me now, I think. I've never seen him in the comment section.
Chris coming with the violence is great. What else have we got here? I can't wait for the final 3 we win. Yes, my man. Alan, our first trophy arrives on Sunday, the first of 4. Let's hope. For this season, a clean sweep for Liverpool. You never walk alone. That would be amazing. It is. I think some bookies have got it for 88-1. So it's not as big as you think, which tells you everything about the club.
Yes.
Oh, naughty Chris. Howdy, Christopher. How are you? Good evening, Jack, mate.
How you doing, Alan?
And Salah's got to spank Chelsea. Well, that's one of the things, ain't it? Alonso, Salah likes Alonso, don't he? So,
yeah.
He's going to cause him mayhem. But as you say, Diaz on that left-hand side, Rudiger, Asper will probably play fullback as well, won't he? So,
yeah.
You know, you're looking, Diaz, he's just, the quality he's got at this moment in time, as I say, it's just the money we bought him for. Thank you, Tottenham Hotspur, by the way. I mean, it's a ridiculous bargain already, and he's only played 200 minutes of football for Liverpool Football Club, and he's already becoming a bargain. I mean, Mane through the middle. I think Mane could be in for a big game. Personally, me, I don't know about you, Jack, but I think Mane could be in for a big game against Chelsea. He's pumped. He's got his 2 goals against Leeds. He's won AFCON. He's looking at another final, another trophy. 2 trophies in 4 weeks?
Yeah.
You know, saying that ain't too bad.
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yeah, we've seen it against Leeds, and we have seen it in the last couple of weeks. You touched on, obviously, Jota. Everyone knows the extent of his injury at the minute. Potentially could be on the bench, but I think come early morning, Sunday, I think we'll have a bigger picture. Obviously, if he doesn't play, as we already spoke about, Diaz has got the quality. Obviously, Divock Origi, I think, obviously, as you said, he come on, change the game. I know we were winning, but Divock Origi offers you still quite a lot in terms of coming off the bench, his qualities, and especially a big occasion in a cup final. We know he can deliver on the biggest stage. He does that against Tottenham as well, so he brings a lot of quality off the bench. But yeah, Mane, mate, he's the one player that in recent times, well, since under Jurgen Klopp, he has been the one player that always delivers in a final. Obviously, Salah going off injured against Madrid, but I think Mane was basically playing against Madrid on his own in that final, mate. But yeah, Mo, we don't really need to. We run out of superlatives ready to describe Mo. Mo speaks for himself, but I think all 3 of them, but Mo and Sadio, single-handedly can very much win any game of football. If it was on bloody Mars, they'd still win the football game for us anyway. So, yeah, Mane, mate, and especially going in against the back 3, obviously Rudiger, Christensen, obviously Thiago Silva as well, mate. Can Mane try and look to get in behind? Obviously, the likes of those back 3, Rudiger's very rash in terms of the way he does play his football. There's always that opportunity for them potentially give away a silly foul, silly penalty. But I think those 3 mates will ask a lot of questions. Whether Chelsea will go with 5 at the back, I think obviously when you did play us at Anfield, obviously at Stamford Bridge, the wing backs, obviously as you mentioned, Aspi and obviously Alonso down the left as well, can very much tuck in. So it's up to those 3 attackers on Sunday to very much preoccupy those defenders, and we all know their qualities in which they can do.
Exactly. I think that's what we're going to try and. I mean, of late, Chelsea have gone to a back 4, haven't they? Been playing 4-3-3 a bit sometime. I don't know if they're going to go for match up like for like against Liverpool on Sunday. I don't think he'll want to go 4-3-3 and leave himself. I think he'll feel he'll leave his defence a little too exposed with that front three. So he might go back to his three at the back: Christensen, Rudiger. Is one of their fullbacks back fit? I think Reece was there a mention Reece was going to be back?
I don't think so, but
I think one of them is in the squad the other day, weren't they? So that's the reason he's gone to a back four, because he hasn't got them fullbacks at the moment. But if they were, matching up 4-3-3 with Liverpool, could be in Liverpool's advantage. As I say, Chelsea and City are the two teams that I don't really want to play in a cup final, to be fair. They're the two teams, especially Chelsea. We've had a League Cup final with Chelsea before, obviously, which was a crazy game of football with, obviously Stevie's own goal and Reese's opening goal, which is apparently the loudest indoor applause of all time. Did you know that?
No, not surprised, mate. I was going to say the loudest bloody the noises rippled the net.
It was the loudest indoor noise ever received.
I'm surprised
because I think it was at the Millennium Stadium at the time, wasn't it? Yeah. And they had they put the roof over, and Reese's opening goals. I think it's like the first 6 minutes or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was recorded as the biggest indoor sports noise ever.
Not too bad.
So that just
when
exactly.
the travelling cop.
You wonder. You steer the noise at Anfield. You wonder, and there's no roof on it. So imagine. Let's get to some of these comments quickly. Where are we? I assume Jack's going to go for his usual high score prediction. I will get to that later, Chris. Won't be many goals in this final. Trust me, Chelsea don't score many, but don't concede many. Yeah. Edward in the house. Hi, Edward. Hope you're well, my friend. And Christopher goes to 2-0 Liverpool. Yeah, we'll get to them scores in a bit. What I want to talk about is the midfield, because that's, I think, where this game's going to be won and lost for both sides. So with Liverpool, I think they're going to go with their tried and tested. It's going to be Fabinho and Thiago, most definitely. That's going to be the pivot. And then there's one spot available, and Curtis Jones obviously played against Leeds, played well. Don't think he'll play in this final. He'll be in the squad. One man obviously weren't in the squad against Leeds, and that was Harvey Elliott. And we all know Klopp absolutely adores Harvey Elliott. I think his first start in the Premier League for Liverpool was against Chelsea earlier in the season, in the second game. And then you got Hendo. So it's going to be a tight call. It's going to be between Hendo and Harvey Elliott for that third spot for me. For me, I think he goes Henderson because of the experience factor, cup final, big game. And Hendo of late, I've got to say, has been fantastic. He has been fantastic of late. Where I like Henderson playing is just off that right-hand side in the midfield. That's his best position. Yeah, Fabinho centrally, Thiago just off to the left and Henderson off to the right. He's showing his best form there, Jax. What do you think, my fella? What do you think about that midfield three?
Yeah, I'd go with you, mate. And I've seen a couple of people just had to stay on my show. We went with Harvey Elliott, and he said Harvey did play against Chelsea. But it's an interesting tactical battle, and we'll find out probably about 5 o'clock how it is unfolded. But I'm going to go with Hendo for me personally, mate, on the right-hand side. As you said, he has picked up form in recent weeks, and for that sheer captain experience. And I think if the game isn't going as planned, we have that player to come off the bench in terms of Elliott to hopefully disrupt Chelsea's midfield. I did watch Chelsea midweek as well against Lille. Kante's Kante. We all know how good he is. Yeah, so I think if they do go a 3-4-3 anyway in terms of Chelsea, it will be Kante, but obviously Kovacic was injured. Potentially, I was speaking to Josh a couple of days ago, a Chelsea fan. He said potentially might be missing for the game. So whether it be, I don't think it would be. He said he didn't think it would be Loftus-Cheek, but potentially it could be Saul, the Spaniard central midfielder from Atletico. So yeah, the midfield, as you said there, mate, it will be an interesting tactical battle. But for me, I'd go with Fabinho, Hendo, and Thiago. I think Thiago can very much win this game on his own. I spoke about Mane and Salah, but in terms of him controlling the whole tempo of the game, he's different gravy, mate. Obviously against Leeds, I know it's a different going to be a different, complete rise in quality in terms of Chelsea and Leeds. But I think Thiago, we're now seeing the Thiago that Jurgen Klopp's seen at Bayern, and obviously what the Jurgen Klopp brought him in for, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Thiago, he's just been the last few weeks though. This man's just what I love about Thiago. He calms everything down in the midfield. He slows the game down at the right time and lets us not waste our legs and energy. And he just dictates that midfield perfectly. You know, some of his passing. I mean, he get that. You know, he's got that Thiago shuffle, ain't he? When he gets hold of the ball now, that little Thiago shimmy. No one seems to like get him off the ball. His ability to find space, I think, is so underrated. It's such a skill. I don't think people realise that for a midfielder to always find space and time on the ball is a world-class quality to have. It's no coincidence that ourselves are better defensively when he plays. And apparently, I was talking to some Bayern Munich fan and on one of his channels, and he was saying that Thiago, Bayern Munich's defence has not been as good since Thiago left the club. So it's what he does on the pitch is that calmness he brings, that quality with the ball. He's for me the best midfielder in the league at this moment in time on form. I just think he's incredible. Kante's always a nightmare against us, isn't he? He revels the big occasion against the big clubs. He's a tremendous midfielder. You know, people going about defensive midfielders. I don't think he's a defensive. He's more of a number 8. He's
more boxy, isn't he? Yeah.
He's fantastic. But he's so good at everything in midfield. This man, this little fella, he's strong low. He's quick. He's deceptively quick. And you don't realise he's quick till he starts moving. I think was it against Lille when he's just gone right through the middle. I mean,
he won't get that against us, will he, mate?
No, exactly. He won't get that. He won't get that space. I mean, Lille would. I mean, it's a hard game to go on Chelsea's form in that game because Lille I think they're awful. You know, I mean, I know they won the French league, but this season I think they're way down there in the league.
Yeah.
You know, they're nowhere near, and they've only got one player in their team. I know that's. You know, and he was fantastic. It's Sanchez, is it?
Yeah, Sanchez and that Canadian striker as well.
Is it Jonathan David?
Yeah.
Take them two out. They're like, you know, they're Bromley FC. They're not. they're not great. So this is an hard. I'm not going to go on Chelsea's last result against Lille. I'm looking back at the previous games against like when who was it? They beat 1-0. Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace play good football. They like playing ball on the floor. They like playing progressive football under Patrick Vieira. That's the sort of game I would look at a scouting net way instead of this Lille game because Lille played open and expansive and just let them, you know, go forward.
Yeah, even the games we played, mate, as well. Obviously, 2 draws, but I think, obviously, as you said, the top of the show, mate, Elliott did play at Anfield. Obviously, the sending off didn't help Chelsea in terms of them more or less parking the bus because I think you've got to do that, especially if you're a man down. But I think, do you reckon, and chat as well, I think we need a bit more control, as you just alluded to there, mate. Thiago will offer that. But at Wembley, when you look at when we did play them at Stamford Bridge, I don't know how you feel, mate, but when we got those goals, I was like, oh, sounds. Like, like that's not like it come out of nowhere, but I think Chelsea dictated a bit more the tempo of the game, but obviously we scored our goals. But thoughts on that, man?
Yeah, that game was that Salah magical moment, weren't it, for one of them, if I remember rightly. You know, we just got 2 goals sort of out of nowhere in a way because Chelsea did dictate that game. They worked their midfield. We did have players still out. It's not the Liverpool team that is now. This Liverpool team at this moment in time is completely different. They're all firing. They're all fit. They're all hungry again. And I've been saying this. This is Liverpool's redemption season. You know, they had last season. They had all the rubbish last season. We lost our title. Liverpool do this every season when they lose something under Klopp. First year, Champions League, lost that final against Real Madrid. Came back the following season, put a massive title chase in, won Champions League, didn't give up, went again. Last season didn't go for us. Come back this season, you know, only £36 million spent, fit team, hungry team, motivated team. And that's what I keep saying about Liverpool. Look, you got players like your Minaminos, your Origis, your Milners, your Hendos, that might not be the most technically quality footballers. Chelsea would never buy these players. Like Man City would never buy these players. But every time they come on the pitch, they give 110% every single time. And they give you every ounce of their ability all the time. And that's what I love about our club, Jack. That's what I absolutely love about Jurgen Klopp and the way we play. And I think that's just going to give us that little bit of an advantage on Sunday. And when you talk about Chelsea's midfield, Kovacic is going to be a huge miss. If he is injured and out, it's going to be a huge miss because he's probably been their best midfielder this season.
Yeah,
I mean, Jorginho is very slow, and
he's been dropped. I think that was Josh. He has been dropped last couple of weeks
because what they've noticed is that teams target Jorginho now when he's got the ball. He don't like being pressed at all, does he? He hates being pressed. So if you press Jorginho, you've seen his sloppy mistakes he's given away for goals. I think the Man United game, when Man United just pressed him and he just gave it up, and he couldn't take the press. And Kovacic, though, he's been immense. Kante's going to be. So that third spot there, if it is Sal who plays, he's not. He's not lit it up, shall we say? I know Chelsea fans are very 50-50 on him at the moment. So that's an advantage for us there in that midfield area. The keepers, obviously, I think Chelsea, they've been playing Kepa, but I've got a feeling they're going to play Mendy in the final.
Yeah, I think they will, mate. So obviously, Kepa, I think if it does go to pens, hopefully it doesn't for Liverpool on Sunday. I think very much would agree with that. Obviously, Mendy, we know his quality. Obviously, winning Senegal, obviously the trophy. It's amazing, obviously, his story, obviously being out in like the fourth tier of French football and then moving his way up. But similar to Jamie Vardy in terms of coming onto the scene quite late in his career. But tremendous goalkeeper, mate. And obviously he's been at the heart, him and Kante, and obviously Kai Havertz as well. I think they've been three of their best players this season, along with Thiago Silva. I do rate him as well.
Yeah, Mendy. I do have a feeling he'll play his final. For me, Alisson and Mendy are the two best goalkeepers in the league. Yeah. And I've been saying it for a while now. I really rate Mendy. He might play for Chelsea, but I've got to rate quality when I see it. And he is a quality goalkeeper. And I've got a feeling he might start. But I think Liverpool, I think Kelleher's going to play. I know a lot of Liverpool fans are a bit iffy on this because Alisson's been immense for the last few months. He's been top drawer. And Kelleher, I'm not too concerned if Kelleher plays, to be fair. I don't know about you, Jack, but I'm not too worried if he plays. My only thing with Kelleher, he's not as quick as Ali coming off the line. That's my only concern because we know Ali's one-on-ones he's probably the best goalkeeper in the world for one-on-ones. He's quick off his line, he stands tall. But I think that's only Kelleher's only weakness, really, is his speed off the line. I think he's a tremendous goalkeeper. And I don't know about you, Jack. I've got total confidence in him if he plays.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure when we've been speaking to Chris over the last couple of years, we've all seen the two clowns that were at Liverpool. Obviously, Adrian, yes, he won the great trophies with Liverpool. But as you said there, mate, and everyone in chat already, confidence, you need confidence in your goalkeeper. And obviously confidence in terms of the backline stability. It breeds confidence if you've got a good, solid goalkeeper behind them. But 100% agree with you there, mate. Kelleher, no qualms. Don't think any of us really have. He deserves this opportunity. And him and Taki Minamino as well, two of the players that have very much got Liverpool to this final, rightly so. Obviously, in the shootouts, obviously 2 shootouts we had in this competition. He's the reason why we're here. So all the best to Kelly. I'm pretty sure they'll do Ireland proud and do the whole of Liverpool, all our fans proud as well, mate.
Couldn't agree more. Let's get some of your comments here, Chris. I'm confident we can win this game. If you're not confident, you should go back to sleep. That's it. Edward, I'd start Naby as he did really well versus Chelsea last game and took care of Kovacic, who is an excellent player for me. Kovacic is the most underrated midfielder in the league. Yeah, he's a quality player, Kovacic. Chris's team, Kelleher, Trent, Kanate, Van Dijk, Robbo, Fab, Hendo, Thiago, Salah, Diaz, Mane will go strong as possible. I agree. That's an interesting one we can talk about in a minute. Kanate or Matip. That's an interesting one to choose from. Kante is a pest for the opposition. He is. He's out. Huge if true. Edward says he's out. So hopefully that is true because Kovacic is quality, and he obviously was man of the match in the last time we played.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with Alisson or Kelleher. No, with Kelleher, I mean he's been training under the best goalkeeper in the world, so he's only going to get better from that. And obviously you got John Attenberg and Taffarel there, obviously now. So he's only going to get better and better training week in week out with these people. No doubt about it. And when I do see Kelleher play now, he has got a hint of Alisson about him. Yeah. His little mannerisms he does, they're a little bit. Edwards' team. My team would be Kelleher. He's gone Kanate as well. Van Dijk, Robbo, Fab. Now he's gone Naby. Instead of Hendo, Salah, Mane, and Diaz. I mean, it's interesting, Jack. Some people bringing up Kanate instead of Matip. What do you reckon, my man?
Yeah, I'm speaking to you, mate, over the last couple of weeks. Kanate, Matip. It's the depth in which Liverpool have an offer now. The opposition, I understand where everyone's picking Kanate. For me, I think I'd go with Kanate as well, due to the fact that, obviously, as everyone said in the comments, that the pace in which Timo will offer, Kai Havertz, the interchange and how he brings players into the game, and the main one, Christian Pulisic as well. I think Kanate will, especially if Trent does go bombing down the flank at Wembley, I think you need that pacing behind. And I think Matip, when we did play them, if I'm wrong, everyone let me know. But I think there was, Matip did get caught out a couple of times when Christian Pulisic was going down that left-hand flank in reality. So just the sheer pace, which we have already seen in the Champions League and throughout this season when Kanate has been called upon. No different. We know how good Matip is, but just for this game, I feel start Kanate. And if it goes bad, obviously you can bring on Matip, but I think Kanate and Joe, both Matip and Kanate are very good. But I think for the opposition on Sunday, I think what Chelsea would offer, I'd go with Kanate, Trent, obviously Van Dijk, and then obviously Robbo down the left.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, I think what Chelsea are going to do, they go expose our fullbacks. I think that's their best options. They go expose our fullbacks. So I want Kanate for his pace. I agree with some of you guys in the chat. Kanate of his pace with me for people just perfect because I think Chelsea's best way of hurting us is exposing Trent and Robbo. They know Trent and Robbo like to burst forward because they're used to it when their fullbacks play like that exactly the same way. Trent and Robbo are going to keep a high line. They're going to keep up. They're going to try and have their starting position just around the halfway line. That's the way we play. And I think Pulisic might try and pull on Trent instead of going on to Robbo's side. I think because Ziyech being injured is it's unlucky in a way because I think he would have started and Pulisic wouldn't have if he was fit. And he's not got the pace to get in behind, but he's technically a very good player. He can hold the ball. He's got a good pass on him and a good long shot. But yeah, it's Pulisic is the one that it could be the key for Chelsea because I don't think Lukaku will play because if Lukaku plays, Van Dijk and Kanate are just like that all game. It's easy work for him because he likes to fill the centre backs and that's Van Dijk's bread and butter. I think they'll play Havertz in that number 9 role, coming deep. And he's going to use Pulisic to expose probably Trent on that right-hand side. Because I think that's Chelsea's game plan. They're going to sit a little deeper. We'll go with a bit more of the possession. And then when they get it, they're going to try and expose our fullbacks. What do you think, Jack?
Yeah, I think I 100% agree with you, mate. But I think with our high line, as much as rival fans say it doesn't work, it does. And it's very effective. And we've caught off the opposition the most times in the whole of Europe. I think like 100 plus times. It's effective. And all these chances that you do see people showing on BT and Sky and all that, the majority of the big chances have all been offside. And if it has been a case where someone's being 1-on-1, you've got possibly one of the best goalkeepers on the planet. That probably the best in terms of 1v1 in European football. So for me, mate, 100% agree with that. Chelsea will try and play their game, but I think for me, mate, we play our game. We play our attacking intent. Trent being his best, hopefully he has the best game all season, saves it for Sunday. and we know how good it is. And hopefully, if we do go 2-3-0 up, mate, then we will counter-attack them, if you get me. I think there's a lot more maturity within the squad now to sit back within a game, and obviously Klopp's substitutions have been absolutely spot on the last couple of weeks. So for me, hopefully get a goal or two and do what we didn't do at the bridge, mate. Obviously, we got our 2 goals, and then we were just very unlike Liverpool. We were sloppy at the back, and we allowed Chelsea. And then obviously Kovacic's goal, 1 in a million chance anyway. He does that 99 times out of 100. He puts that over the bar, mate, and he just flies in at the bridge. But yeah, fingers crossed we can do the business, mate. But we play our game. I think we'll be too much for this Chelsea side.
Yeah, bang on. Shout out Del Boy Gunner TV. You Del Boy, hope you're good, my man. Go and have a look at Del Boy's channel, guys. He's an Arsenal fan, but he does good stuff over there, and he's one of the sensible Arsenal fans. You know, there ain't many of them, but he's one of them. He's a good bloke. Go and check him out, guys, if you can. Chris, Chelsea 1, Liverpool 2 is my prediction. It's very strange still missing for him. I believe so. I believe he's in training, but I don't know. I think these games might have come too much quick for him. If we win this, we would shut those people up saying we don't take the Cups competition seriously. Yeah, this season, Klopp has definitely taken them more seriously, because I think Klopp knows he's coming to the end of his tenure at Liverpool, maybe. Hopefully, fingers crossed he's not, obviously. But I think he wants more silverware. What do you reckon, Jack?
Yeah, 100% agree with you there, mate. And I think that went hand in hand in terms of obviously Liverpool's squad now, in terms of obviously the competition throughout the squad, mate. This is what we've all been wanting. Squad depth has been the key word for a lot of Liverpool fans. Now we've got it, and we can. If we mentioned Origi tonight, when he does get called upon, obviously Jota and Bobby, when they're fully fit, you could potentially have them on the bench for the next couple of weeks and months' time. And obviously the midfield, the depth within Liverpool's centre-back areas as well. So, yeah, mate, it's coincided perfectly. And this is what we've wanted. Hopefully we win a lot of trophies this season. And in a few years to come anyway, now we've got the likes of Elliott, we've got the likes of Tyler Morton to come into the squad now, and a lot of the young players throughout the academy. And we've got Canate or Gomez as well. When he's back fully fit, we've got the quality in players to play in these competitions. Because that's why City have won the League Cup 5 years on the bounce, due to their severe, so good squad depth within their squad, mate. So yeah, squad depth, and we've got the quality now. It's not been a case of Klopp not taking them serious. I know he has said in the past in interviews. He only said that due to obviously the players in which he had to start his starting 11 in the Champions League and in the Premier League, especially last year. We would have been crazy to continue playing we were playing Henderson, Fabinho in centre-back areas. So, mate, but yeah. I'm going to go with 2-0 as well, mate. 2-0 on Sunday, mate. Hopefully Salah Mane. But any win, as long as we don't go to extra time, mate.
Awesome, mate. Also, I know you've got a jump, Jack. So if you want to shout out your YouTube and everything, my man.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on, mate. Pleasure as always. Obviously, defo will get you on my channel soon enough, mate. Hopefully on the post-match show. But yeah, thank you, everyone. Hope you have a lovely evening. And obviously, hopefully the Reds do the business. But just Jack Mac LFC on all socials, mate. And everyone, thank you very much for letting me come on tonight, mate. I've enjoyed it. I do appreciate it. And everyone, I'll speak to you very soon, Jay. And fingers crossed, Reds, we do the business on Sunday.
Cheers, my man. Thank you very much, Jack.
See you later, mate.
See you soon, mate. See you soon. So that's Jack Mac, guys. Go and check him out on YouTube. He's a great YouTuber, great Liverpool YouTuber, great person. Go and check him out. Hi, fella. How are you? Evening, lads. We'll win 3-0. Salah, Divock, and Minamino to score. We'll learn from the 2 times we didn't beat them in the league when they were there for the taking. The ruthless Reds turn up. Exactly, my man. Exactly. And I hope you're very well. Hope you're doing good, my man. Hope you're doing good. I ain't seen you in a while. If Kovacic is out and we can score an early goal, fancy us to win fairly comfortably. However, they do know how to get over the line in finals. I think we'll win 4-2. If Kovacic plays, I see this going to extra time being a 2-1 either way. Thank you very much for that, mate. Keep safe, Reg. Never walk alone. So go and check Jack out, guys. I say he's a great bloke, great YouTuber. nothing you don't know, Liverpool guys. Go and check him out. He's brilliant. KVJ, evening, my man. Evening. Hope you're good as well. So, guys, get your teams in the comments. Your starting 11. There's been some of you put your 11s in already. Get your 11s in the comments, guys, because it's, I think it's quite an easy first 11 for Liverpool to pick. I don't think there's many things there that we could go around. I think the midfield area, there's one spot up for debate, and probably at centre back as well. I think Kelleher will start in goal. I don't think that's a doubt. I think it's just two spots. You give yours 11s, guys. Who do you think will start for us in midfield versus what you think Klopp will start? Right. That's a good question. What do you think will start in midfield? So my midfield, me and Jack were just talking about this. This is Thiago and Fabinho are definite. Thiago and Fabinho are definite starters. They're our pivot. They're the best two midfielders in the league for me. They're just fantastic as a partnership, as a combination. The best midfield combination in the league is Thiago and Fabinho. I mean, the stats don't lie, guys. We don't lose when they play together. We'll almost win every game, but I think we drew one. So the stats don't lie with them two guys. Fantastic. And then there's one spot up for debate. And it's either Hendo or you got Hendo, Keita, and Harvey Elliott. One of them will play that number 8 role on that right-hand side of the midfield. For me, I think he'll go Hendo. I think he'll go Hendo for his experience, and he is the captain. He is Jurgen Klopp on the pitch. He is the one shouting and getting him motivated. And he is in decent form lately. Hendo is in decent form lately. And I think that'll be the spot. Harvey Elliott and Keita will be on the bench, what makes our bench even stronger. If Klopp needs them, bring them on. We've got Naby and Harvey come on now. Great couple of choices from that midfield area. Ox there probably as well. Milner around. So many midfield options, guys. So many midfield options. But that's the midfield I think he'll go for. Hendo. Yeah. But Harvey Elliott is one. Klopp loves Harvey Elliott. He loves Harvey Elliott. If Harvey Elliott is given the opportunity, Harvey Elliott won't let us down. I can tell you that right now. And don't forget, Harvey Elliott's first full start for Liverpool, I think, was against Chelsea, the second game of this season. He put him straight in the team with no worries whatsoever, and Harvey Elliott shone. So, yeah, maybe look for Harvey Elliott to play, guys. That'll be my one. If Hendo don't start, Harvey Elliott starts, and then Virgil will be captain. But for a final this big, I think Klopp will want his leader out on the pitch. So I'm going to give it a Hendo. It's the centre-back option that's interesting for me. I think that's what Edwards just asked here. Konate or Matip and Hendo and Naby are the big questions to decide upon. Yeah. Konate and Matip's massive. As me and Jack were just saying, if Chelsea do play Pulisic, in that front three, I think Pulisic will go on to Trent's side. So we'll play off the left and go up against Trent on the right. Try and expose Trent. Trent's going to play a high line. We play a high line. Trent will play high. Robbo will play high. And I think they're trying to expose us fullbacks. That's how Tuchel, I think, is going to play. They're not as an attacking team as Liverpool are. They like to sit back a bit more than we do. They play a bit deeper than we do. And they look to expose that fullback area. I think Havertz will play. I think Pulisic will play. And then maybe Mason Mount on the other side if you don't play in midfield. So there's a few choices there for Chelsea. But I think they'll try and go, well, they might play Werner, Pulisic and Havertz and try and use Pulisic and Werner's pace against Trent and Robbo to stop Trent and Robbo pushing forward. That might be Chelsea's game plan. Try and keep Robbo and Trent pushed back because they are the danger men. I think they got 19 assists between the both of them. That's ridiculous. 19 assists between both fullbacks. They're going to try and keep that push back for me. So I wouldn't be surprised they just go Werner, Pulisic and Havertz as their front three, pure pace. I would go for Henderson. Yeah, I think I would for this final. I think Havertz starts them in attack, and if we could do something about marking him out, there is very little Chelsea would be able to do offensively. Kante, versus Thiago battle will be epic. Yeah. I mean, I don't think when last time we played Chelsea, Thiago and Kante have been on the pitch together yet. If they were, it was a substitution. So that will be an epic battle. Who wins that battle could win this cup. As I say, this game is going to be so tight, guys. No one's going to run away with it. You know, there might not be any goals for a first hour. It's going to be very cagey. But Liverpool are the team in form at the time. Liverpool are the team with full momentum. I think we've won 9 on the bounce. Evening, Steve, my partner in crime, Statman Stubbs. Everyone going to check Statman out on his channels, doing great work. And Liverpool watch-alongs now. Me and Steve are always going to be together, either on my channel, his channel, but we're always going to be together doing these Liverpool watch-alongs when he's available. So, guys, go and check him out. Yeah, Havertz for me will start, my man. Havertz will start. Evening, Tom. How are you, mate? I hope you're doing well, fella. Yeah, I think Havertz will start, guys. I think for Chelsea, they're not going to start Lukaku. There's no way they can afford to start Lukaku. You know, Lukaku is bread and butter for Van Dijk, and if Konate or Matip play, whoever one of them play, bread and butter for him. You know, Lukaku's not going to run away from Van Dijk. There's no way. Van Dijk's probably quicker than Lukaku. He's not going to run away from him. He's not going to get him behind him. He'll want ball to feet. He'll want the ball put up to him. And that's perfect for our defence. You know, what defenders don't like is pace. What's this, Chris? Breaking the 3 remaining Super League rebels will relaunch their project this week. Oh, what? Is that Barcelona, Juventus and Real Madrid? Shock, horror. The 3 teams that have got no money. The 3 remaining Super, yeah. So, yeah, that's Real Madrid, Barcelona, and I think Juventus. I think they stayed on, didn't they? It's because they got no money, guys. That's all it is. The teams that have got no money, they're too scared of the English teams. And if it does happen, it'll be European sides over there. No Premier League team will get involved. I wouldn't worry too much. It's water under the bridge in England, I think, now. Alan's going Kelleher, Trent, Robbo, Matip, Van Dijk, Hendo, Thiago, Fab, Diaz, Salamane. That 11 there on its own is just tremendous, ain't it? Absolutely tremendous. Chris reckons it'll happen. Yeah, I think it'll happen. This Super League stuff, we knew it would never go away, but I think it's going to happen mostly between maybe the Spanish and Italian clubs because they've got no money. Spanish and Italian clubs have got no money compared to the English clubs. Look, bloody Aston Villa have got more money than some of the, Juventus at this moment in time. You know, the English clubs are too rich and powerful, and the Spanish and Italian clubs are getting a bit left behind, and finances-wise. And I think they're going to try and combine themselves to go against the might of British football. Because at the end of the day, Premier League football is so powerful. Even the Championship, teams in the Championship have more wealth than a lot of Italian and Spanish teams do. It's absolutely nuts, but yeah, if it does, it's going to be between them 3 clubs. I said it would happen when it broke down promotion and relegation to seal the deal. Yeah, English clubs won't go in it, mate. Don't worry. English clubs won't go in it. It's going to be the Italian and Spanish teams. They've got no money. English football don't need to do it. They made that mistake once. I don't think any of the owners of any of these clubs will make that mistake again. They can't afford to. It's just too... does anyone ever used to play Pro Evolution Soccer before they ruined it? And on there, they used to have a thing called a Master League, didn't they? Where you had you could mix all the best European teams and put them in one league. That's basically what's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised eventually that you won't have a Spanish and Italian leagues anymore, and it'll just be one league. At the moment, it's a WWE triple threat. Yeah, there you go. If it's just Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Juventus, guys, I won't get too worried because they've got no money. That is why. Look at the teams that are falling away. Juventus are falling away. Barcelona are in so much financial problems. They're falling away. Real Madrid, they haven't spent no money for 3 years because of financial fair play. They can't afford to. So they're the teams. They're in trouble. I think a large portion of our fan base is giving Chelsea too much credit as they are used to playing finals. But I think for the first time we have our best midfield defence available for a long time. Exactly, my man. Exactly, Ashish. Exactly. We do have our best team. Our 11 is better than Chelsea's first 11. You know, we've been playing Chelsea. Every time we play Chelsea, we got a depleted team all the time. All the time. We've got a depleted defence or a depleted midfield. Chelsea are coming against a Liverpool now that have a full strength back four, a full strength midfield, and a full strength forward line. Scary. It's absolutely scary. There is no reason for doubting or any fears. I really like this, but this will be a cruise. Look, I'm hoping. All I'm saying is with Chelsea and Man City, if you go pick two teams you don't want to play in a cup final, it will probably be Chelsea and Man City. Everyone else should probably feel really comfortable going up against. But yeah, Chelsea, as we know, they have been in more cup finals of late domestically than we have. But as you're right there, this is the first time Chelsea are going to come against Liverpool with a fully fit defence and midfield and players available on the bench as well to change the game. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think we'll be fine. I think I see. Look, I'll get to my team now. I think Kelleher will play. Trent at right back. Robbo at left back. I've just got this sneaky feeling Kanate will play because of his pace. I think Kanate's pace will be massive. And Van Dijk, obviously, he's just the best defender in the world right now. The midfield for me will be Hendo, that number 8 role on the right-hand side of the midfield. And then Fabinho and Thiago as that pivot there. Best combination in the league for me. Then up front, Salah off the right, Diaz off the left, Mane through the middle. You know, that first 11 is better than what Chelsea can put up. And yeah, I think we're going to be absolutely fine, guys. Absolutely fine. Chris, all Super League money will go to snob grovelling footballers anyway. Yeah, exactly. Real Madrid, the whole reason the Super League was done the first time around is because Real Madrid and Barcelona couldn't compete financially with the English sides. So that's why it made no sense for the English side to join it, because all you would do is making Real Madrid and Barcelona richer. And I believe as well, what they said as well in that first time round is when they said the rules for the Super League and how it was going to go, Barcelona and Real Madrid received more money for the first season than everyone else. It's so corrupt. It's unreal. It's so corrupt. Nothing better than going to a final with a 6-0 win. Exactly, Christopher. We are full of beans. They lost the final to Leicester and only won to City, where Pep always botches everything, goes by overthinking exactly. I don't think they are special. We're very lucky to win the club. Yeah, that Club World Cup was boring, wasn't it? Palmares, Palmares were, they're not a great side, but they really competed with Chelsea in that final. You are right. They lost the FA Cup final to Leicester. And then the Champions League final, that was Man City's to lose. That was Man City's to lose, and he went about it all the wrong way, didn't he? Pep messing it up again in a Champions League game, and Chelsea, the 1-0 win. Kai Havertz, the man for a big occasion. Obviously, the Champions League final goal, the Super League winning penalty, and the goal in the game as well. And obviously, he's going to be a ill start against us on Sunday. So yeah, he's a man I think we've got to make sure we look after. Don't let him get free at any time. Try and influence the game, because if he does influence the game, Havertz is a big time player. He's just not shown it enough this season, but he is a quality footballer. But I'm going 2-0, guys. I think we'll win 2-0. I think it'll be a tight affair because it is a final. All finals are quite tight affairs, aren't they? Unless you're Watford, Man City. But otherwise, they're always really tight affairs. I think Liverpool will just have too much. I think we've got too much power at the moment in time. I think Fabinho and Thiago against, Conte and, that midfield for me. That Jorginho might come in, so it might be Jorginho and Kante against Fabinho and Thiago in that midfield area. Naheem in the house. How are you? Hope you're good. Thiago will be the key. Thiago will be the key. As I said, he's been different levels lately. The man is great. You know, all this rubbish you hear from rival fans saying Thiago's a flop and what does he do and he's got no assists or goals and all this crap. You know, just watch him play. If you want to be a professional footballer, if a kid wants to be a professional footballer, sit him in front of the telly and watch someone like Thiago play football because it's a joy to watch, an absolute joy to watch. He was my man in the match against Leeds midweek. I know a lot of people, Salah got the goals and assists, but the whole game was dictated by how Thiago was playing. The way Thiago was playing was a joy to watch, and he's been a joy to watch all season. You're right, Naheem. With the way he's playing, the way he influences the team, he's always composed. You know, he's always in the tight areas. He's very good in tight areas, Thiago. You know, he's good on a turn. He's got that Thiago shuffle he does, ain't he? That no look turn. You know, he's got a great pass in him, obviously. His passing is fantastic. He's passing around the pitch. He's got vision all the way around him. He knows where everyone is on the pitch without even looking. He can just play that pass, get the ball moving where he needs it to get moving. Now, he's the key. He's the key to the whole thing. And then Fabinho just sits behind him, mopping everything up. Mopping everything up. It's going to be a joy, guys. It's going to be a joy. There's 10 of you in the watching right now, guys. Please go and smash the like if you can. Get these likes way up. Helps the algorithm, helps YouTube knowing, showing everyone that I'm live, getting my videos more out there. You guys in the comments today have been fantastic. I appreciate every single one of you joining me on this Friday evening. Looking forward to this cup final. Yeah, I really appreciate all of you guys coming into the comments today. I really do. You've all been fantastic. Your questions have been brilliant. You've been excellent in the comments, guys. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Really do. People have stopped watching football. They just look at stats. This is bang on and make conclusions. You should judge players with your eyes. Exactly. I never look at stats. Can be all right sometimes if you're doing team versus team stats, like comparing stats, possession, tackling, shoot, all that sort of things. But people stats on players is ridiculous. Stats on players are ridiculous. Some of the best midfielders I've ever seen wouldn't have fantastic stats nowadays. I mean, look at, say, Xavi at Barcelona. Xavi at Barcelona didn't have the biggest goal scoring or assist stats for the amount of years he played for Barcelona. You know, he played for Barcelona most of his career, yeah. But he's probably the best Spanish footballer of all time. Probably the best Spanish footballer of all time. He's superb. He's absolutely superb. And yeah, stats. People should just watch the game. Just watch people play. Watch how they influence a game on the pitch. Thiago influences everything on the pitch, and it's no coincidence we're not as good when he don't play. You know what I mean? What's scary is Thiago just started getting back in the groove. He proves all the haters wrong again. He will, my man. He will. Thiago's different, man. You know, and Klopp said the other day, didn't he? They're going to try and manage Thiago better to keep him fitter, and that's what they've been doing. I think against Leeds he played an hour. The game before that against Norwich he played. You know, he came on for half an hour. So they're managing his minutes brilliantly. And if they can keep doing that for the rest of the season and he stays fit for the whole rest of the season and managing his minutes, managing his game time, he's going to be superb. He's going to be superb. European Super League will replace Champions League, in my opinion, if it hasn't already. Champions League is already the European Super League. Let's face it. It's already the European Super League. Look, next season, the Champions League changes, don't it, to 2 leagues of 10 or whatever it is. And that format. So they've already changed the format of the Champions League, and the Champions League is the Super League. Look at the teams that are always in the final, semis, and quarters. It's always the top teams. I'm willing to wager anyone dollars from McFlurry. The Super League will happen. This will go on for years. Yeah, I mean the Super League will eventually happen. There is no doubt about it. But there's going to be lots of fighting, contracts, court cases. It'll take a while for it to get off. I wouldn't be surprised if Timo Werner plays if fit. Chelsea played Werner out wide against Man City, and they seem to get in behind City with pace. Well said, Statman. Stars, well done, Steve, my good friend Steve. Go and support him, guys. He's doing good stuff. He's correct there. I think Werner will play. I think Pulisic will play, and I think Havertz will play. That'll be the front three. You go try and use that pace, play wide, and we've got to remember as well. Wembley's a big pitch. It's a big pitch. Ain't like Stamford Bridge and Anfield. It's a big wide pitch. So Chelsea might think about playing them two wide men, playing them really wide and high against our fullbacks. But then we're going to do the same with Salah and Mane and Trent and Robbo. They're going to try and push high and wide as well. That's why it's going to be a cagey game. 15 likes so far. I've just liked. Thank you, Steve, my man. Yes, get these likes up, guys. If you're in there, give it a like. If you haven't subbed already, you like all this content, sub away. As I say, I am going to be live again tomorrow, guys. So the Everton versus Manchester City watch along. I'll be doing that game. Should be a fun one. You never know. Everton might pull up the miracles of all miracles. I doubt it, but you never know. So that'll be fun. And then later that evening, I will be back for the big boxing that night. Chris is going to be along as well. I think he wants to. So we're all going to be there for that as well. So 2 watch-alongs tomorrow, guys. Man City Everton game. And then I'll be live later on in the evening for the boxing as well. And then obviously I will be back Sunday with the watch-along for the Liverpool Chelsea. It's a lot of content coming up, guys. So if you want to see all that content, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell. Smash the likes. Chris, completely agree. It's already a super league. Yeah, exactly. You don't think Lukaku will start? I do. I think he rested midweek for Sunday. Look, if Lukaku starts, we're winning. If Lukaku starts, we're winning because it slows Chelsea's attack down. Because Lukaku hasn't got the pace to run in behind. He hasn't got the pace to run in behind, and he's not going to run in behind Virgil van Dijk or Matip or Konate, whichever one of them plays. He's not going to run in behind them, and he's not going to bully Van Dijk or Matip. It's just not going to happen. So if he does play, see, I've been thinking that as well, Edward. He's £100 million striker. Do you drop £100 million striker for a cup final? It's got, Chelsea's lineup has got a lot more to think about than our lineup. You'd rather be Klopp right now because our lineup's quite easy. I can pick the 9 players right now. For me, there's just 2 places. Who plays with Thiago and Fabinho and who plays with Van Dijk. That's the only 2 choices Klopp's got to make. Where, Tuchel, he's got a few more things, a few more he has to do. Especially if Sajic is injured and if Kovacic is injured as well. He hasn't been playing Jorginho. Jorginho don't like to be pressed when he's got the ball. So there's choices there. But, he's got a lot more to think about than Klopp has right at this moment in time. Teams who left behind the Super League be like that moment when Peter Parker runs for a school bus, telling him to stop the bus they can get on. It's a classic film. You could be right, Chris, but I just don't see Liverpool, Man City, and all that doing it now. I think that's gone for them. Everton fans will be supporting Man City. Yeah, I mean, if Everton beat Man City on Saturday, what Everton fans going to be sick. The thing is, though, Everton need points. Burnley keep picking up points at the moment and winning, and they've got a game in hand on Everton. And if they beat them, Everton lose and Burnley win, Everton go in the relegation zone. So Everton fans might not like it, they might hate it, but they've never, ever, ever been relegated in the history of their club. And they don't want to be relegated now. They don't want to be relegated and Liverpool win the league in the same season. They need points and they need to start fighting now because the more they keep losing, they ain't going to have enough games left to get these points. So Chelsea, Everton fans might not like it. I don't know if Tom's still here in the comments, but he's an Everton fan. Everton need points at the end of the day. Everton need points to stay in this league. So if you got put your scores in the chats, guys. What you think the score will be? I'm going 2-0. I think Salah will score, and I think Diaz will score. Yeah, I just got a feeling Diaz will get the second goal, get the winner, finish it off. He's in fine form at this moment in time. Great showing, Jamie. Keep up with your great content, mate. Everton 2, Man City 1. Thank you, Alan. Hopefully, my man, hopefully that's the score. Come and watch the watch along with me, Lo, on that Saturday, Alan. Everyone come and watch the watch along with me Saturday, guys. As I say, I'm going to be doing more of this stuff going forward, more watch alongs, different clubs. I did Everton Wolves, Arsenal and Wolves yesterday. I sat there and done an Everton, Arsenal and Wolves watch along. Do you know how hard that was? That was a hard slog, man. That was a hard slog. You know, it weren't the greatest game in the world. You know, the last 10 minutes was good. I will say that of the Arsenal game yesterday. The last 10 minutes was good. You know, where Arsenal were trying to get that winner and eventually got it, obviously. But that was good. The rest of them 80 minutes beforehand were a bit of a slog. But I will be bringing in this content if you want to see it, guys. Watch-alongs, boxing watch-alongs. You know, UFC, WrestleMania. I'm doing a WrestleMania watch-along night 1 and night 2. So I'm doing that on the 2nd, I think it's the 2nd and 3rd of April. So I'll be doing that. That's an all-nighter. Starts at midnight, probably till 3 or 4 in the morning. So I'll be doing them 2 nights as well. I'm just trying to do some more content, guys. Get it out there. People enjoy this sort of thing. People want to come and view it. So then I'll do it, guys. Don't worry about that. Obviously, this will still be a Liverpool channel. It always will be a Liverpool channel. But I will, you know, look at other teams, do other watch-alongs, mix it all up a bit. It's about getting you guys involved and what you want to watch, what you're interested in. I'll go along with it, guys. And yeah, I've had some people, you know, I'm a big wrestling fan. I might be 40 years old, but I like a bit of wrestling. Always have done. I know some of you on here do as well. And, you know, Savage Reactions. I don't know if you guys follow him on YouTube. Savage Reactions, a big wrestling YouTuber as well. And, you know, it's all popular. So I want to get involved in all that game as well, guys. So please come tomorrow. Watch the Everton Man City game along with me. It should be a good one. It's going to be more exciting than the Arsenal Wolves game, that's for sure. But I'm going for 2-0 tomorrow, guys. Put in your goal scorers as well. I'm going Salah and Diaz to get the second and finish the game off. Everton always fail to do us a favour. They do, but they might not have a choice now. They might not have a choice. This is a problem. Everton in the past have been nowhere near, you know, this where they are in the league right now. The problems they're in, you know, they were quite safe. You know, nothing was going to get problem and all that. So, but this time they're in a massive dilemma. There's only 12 league games to go. If they don't start picking up points, there's not going to be enough games left, and they're going to be in a lot of trouble. So yeah, they need to start picking up points, and they are better at home than they are away under Frank Lampard. So, and Frank Lampard ain't going to want to do, you know, anyone any favours. I know he played for Man City, but he's still going to want to win games. He ain't going to let Everton get relegated just so Liverpool can not win the league. That's ridiculous. Edward's going 2-1. Oh, my man. Good man, Alan. Good man. I'll check him out. Yeah, Savage Reactions. That's the name of his YouTube channel. Go and check him out. He reacts. He's a big wrestling fan. He does a lot of wrestling reactions. He's a big Liverpool fan as well, guys. So go and check him out for that. Just go and sub for that reason. He is a big Liverpool fan. He loves the club. So go and check him out for that. But yeah, if you like wrestling, go over there. He's yeah, he loves the stuff, and he reacts to everything as well. Trailers, film trailers, all that sort of thing. Go and check him out. Trent free kick and a winner from Mane. Oh, I like the sound of that. Trent free kick. Trent on the big time. Yeah, I can see that. You got Salah and Mane, Christopher. Salah and Mane. Yeah, I see our front three scoring. I just don't see Chelsea keeping our front three quiet for 90 minutes. I just don't see it happening. You know, as long as we keep Chelsea's attack quiet, I think we win this game comfortably in the end. We are the better team. Look, the league don't lie. We're 10 points clear of Chelsea at this moment in time. Okay, we played one game more, but that's still 7 points. We're clear of Chelsea at this moment in time. The league's not lying. Every time we play Chelsea, there seems to be a problem. Obviously, the first time we played Chelsea, I think the worst thing that happened for us that we had Chelsea got a player sent off. If it was 11 versus 11, I think it would have been better. and then Chelsea just play 10 behind the ball, and it's just 9 behind the ball, and it's impossible. You're not going to get a goal. It's just the way they defended. And then obviously in the second game at Stamford Bridge, we went 2-0 up, but we just didn't have the team that we have now. If that team we have now was then, we would have won that game comfortably. If we're 2-0 up, if we go 2-0 up this weekend, Chelsea ain't getting back. Not with the team we got now. Not with Van Dijk back to being Van Dijk. Robbo and Trent. Not with Thiago and Fabinho in that midfield. Don't forget, we didn't have Thiago and Fabinho in that midfield. This team, with Thiago and Fabinho in that midfield, we don't miss, guys. I think it's like 19 games together, 18 wins and 1 draw. It's ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous. Before we get going, guys, let me just show the Carabao Cup this season between these two teams, guys. Let me just share this. See if I can get this up for you. There it is. So hopefully you can see this, guys. Hopefully you can see this. I'll make it a bit bigger because that is tiny. Let me make it a bit bigger. Hold up there, guys. Hold up. Hopefully you can see that a bit better this time, guys. So yeah, so this is the Carabao Cup this season between Chelsea and Liverpool. So we've obviously played 5 games, 7 goals. Liverpool's 10, conceded 3. We've obviously conceded 3 in 1 game against Leicester. Chelsea have conceded 2. Chelsea have had 88 shots to Liverpool 75. We've only had 16 on target, though, out of 75 shots in the League Cup. That's not exactly great. 37 for Chelsea. Big chances missed, 4 to 9. Touches in the opponent box, Chelsea have had more. Possession in the final third, Chelsea have had more. Successful through balls, 7 to 1. Possession is equal at 65% each. So that, that just tells you it's going to be a really tight game. It's going to be a really, really tight game. But that's the Carabao Cup this season. Defensively, both teams, as it says there, have been fantastic. So it's definitely one to, I think, here we go. So this is the Premier League meeting this season. As we see here, this is how tight it is between the two teams, guys. So, Chelsea versus Liverpool Premier League meetings this season, there's been 3 goals each. We've had 34 shots of their 21. So obviously that's where we're more of an attacking side. We take far more risk than what Chelsea do. They're a more defensive team, looking for the counter attacks. We're a more attacking front-footed side. Shots on target only 13-9 for them. So their shot conversion may be a bit better. Touches in the box, 59 touches in the box. Conversion rate 8.8, 14.3. And expected goals. Look at expected goals. That's a big thing, guys. The expected goals. 4.14 for Liverpool, 2.09 for Chelsea. That just shows how well we attack. That just shows the expected goal just shows how well Liverpool attack as a team and how many shots they get off every game. So this would make us favourites, and then we have more of the possession as well, 10% more, 55% to 44%. So it just shows, guys, there that, if we get on the front foot and stay on the front foot and don't let Chelsea breathe, we win this game pretty comfortably, I have to say. You just go by that, especially the expected goals. Expected goals now is quite a big thing in stats, what a lot of people look at now. That's what people would tend to look at. And that expected goal, 4.1 to 2. We should be hammering this team. I just don't think Chelsea can keep us at bay for a whole 90 minutes. I just don't see it. We got to defend better than we did against Stamford Bridge. Obviously, we're 2-0 up against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. 2 goals out of nowhere because Chelsea were the better team. But it was, a Salah masterpiece. And I think Mane got the other one. And if that team that played at Stamford Bridge was this team right now, the players of full fitness, hungry, motivated, we would have won that game. at Stamford Bridge comfortably. That's why I see this game being 2-0. I think, it'd be a goal maybe just before half time, and then one, and then the Diaz winner maybe late in the second half, kills all the nerves, and we lift that free-handled trophy. Why it has three handles, I don't know, but it does. So hopefully win that trophy. Most successful League Cup team, obviously, ever. We've got to do this, guys. You guys have been fantastic today in the comments. Absolutely fantastic. Jack Matt coming on. Beautiful. Brilliant. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I really, really do. I appreciate every single one of you. You all stick by me. You stay with me. You're always here on every show I do. I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. Thank you for joining me today, guys. So don't forget, guys, follow me on Twitter if you don't already. My Twitter is down there, rolling down there. Jamie LFC 39. You can see it on your screen, rolling across there. Jamie LFC 39 is my Twitter. Go and follow me on Twitter, guys, because then I'm quite active on Twitter. And plus, you'll see when I go live, I'll always tag you. If you're following me on Twitter, I'll always tag you when I'm going live, and you'll be able to definitely know when I'm on. Make sure you subscribe to me, guys. Make sure you hit the notification bell, because YouTube don't always, but if you do hit that notification bell, will alert you when I go live. Hit the likes, guys. Try and leave as many likes as you can on this video. Even when this video is finished in a minute, this live is finished, go and hit the like on this video, guys. Write your comments in the chat. Look, after the video, guys, go down in the comments. Put your full 11 in the comments with your goal, with your score, yeah. And whoever's right on the after the game, when we do the review of the match, I will shout out the person who put the right team and the right score line. Okay, guys. So go and write it in the comments after the video's ended. Go down there in the comments, put out your first 11, your goal scorers and the score. And if you're correct, I'll give you a massive shout out on the video next time we're on. All right, guys. So for now, guys, join me tomorrow, 5:15. I'll be live. Everton versus Man City. Come and join me for that. Should be a good game. Should be a laugh. We'll get chatting. Till then, guys, you never walk alone. Thank you very much.